Hey my love bugs, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and today I'll be slaying another lace wig courtesy of Eva Wigs. They sent over a beautiful blonde ombre wig. This one has a beautiful blonde color and of course that dark root that's going to look so good against my complexion. Of course they included some goodies in the package and this is the wig itself. So you guys know they always come through and this one is going to look so good. I went ahead and just prepped it before I got it on my head, and this is a close-up of what the wig looks like. It does have that dark root. I believe it's 1 inch of the color number 2 in the root, and then in the end you have the color 27 highlighted with 40% number 24. I'll have all the details linked in the description box. It's 24 inches in length, and then they did include 3 inches of lace parting space, so that way you can go ahead and do, you know, your favorite hairstyle on this one. I'm going to start off by going in with my Fenty foundation and just buffing a little bit into the hairline. I really want the lace to match my complexion without being too orange, so I did this as my like lace tint of choice, and as you guys can see it made a subtle difference. Usually I would use a thicker foundation for a more opaque look. This was one of the first times I used this foundation and I definitely will go back to my NYX, but it definitely did help to blend the lace to my complexion. Now you can see here that they pre-plucked the hairline very nicely, and they also included some baby hair. The lace itself is very beautiful and it's going to look so good once I bond it down. It's definitely going to look like real hair and, you know, real scalp and all of that. I'm going in with a fresh sharp pair of tweezers, and even though it's kind of plucked in the hairline, I kind of wanted it to open it up a little bit. If you kind of look at it closely once I pluck it, it definitely gives real hairline, real baby hair realness. You can even go behind the hairline if you want it to be a little bit more gradient. I just wanted to go ahead and make sure the hairline looked on point. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go in and remove all of the excess lace. I like to use an eyebrow razor. Sometimes I'll use scissors. The eyebrow razor is going to give more of a jagged cut, which kind of looks unclean or, you know, maybe messy to some people, but this is what you want. You kind of want to cancel out that line of demarcation so that it doesn't look too smooth where you can see that hairline like super blunt sitting there. You kind of want it to kind of camouflage a little bit, so like when you break up and tear up the hairline a little bit, it kind of helps to not be able to see it as easily. Now, as I mentioned, we're going in with a new product. This was not new to the market, but it's new to me. This product comes from Bold Hold and it's called Liquid Gold, and it's pretty much a non-glue adhesive. This is not sponsored. I did purchase this product myself and mine did come damaged. I don't know why or how or what the heck happened. I tried to fix it but it just didn't, so I just poured a little bit to my ashy hand. I apologize for being ashy in this video, and it gives more of like a tacky texture which I'm used to, so I just used my finger to apply it, you know, in the center of my head. You know, I like to work in sections, so I pretty much worked on the center, bond it down, and then I'll bond down each side one at a time. This is how I get the best application in my opinion. Obviously I'm just a creature of habit and this is just the easiest way for me to do it. If you want to do it like where you apply the wig before you cut off the lace, I'm not sure how it'll work with this product, but I definitely will try it out. If you are bonding your wigs down with a blow dryer, be sure to use a cool setting and not a hot, and that definitely will help to get a cleaner result. Now I went ahead and tested it out and this product actually works pretty good. I actually was impressed with it. Now of course, like all products, I like to use it a couple times and get used to it and learn my way around it. What I did find is that it did leave a little bit of residue, like how do I say, like I bonded it down, and you guys see how I have a little bit of product right before the hairline starts. I should have cleaned that up like I do with all other products and I would not have had that issue, because once you bond it down, if you have that shininess, you know, in front of the hairline, you can clean it up with a little bit of alcohol or sea breeze, or like I do in most cases. Once you go ahead and like do your baby hair and stuff like that, it kind of will cancel it out. But I will say Bold Hold did a great job with this non-glue adhesive and I really do like it. Now, as I enjoy my wine in my solo cup, I was getting right because this was like the day after Christmas, and you know how it is. During Christmas time, you like to indulge. If you are drinking, make sure you drink responsibly and you are over the age of 21. I am also working on the sides. Now, I don't know what it is about my hair, but I find that the right side of my head, I always make the messiest install. I don't know why, but it's all going to come together. Now I'm going to go ahead and form the baby hair. Now I do like to do like the little 2 swoops and then keep the center like with no bond on it, and I just love the way this comes out. As you guys can see on this side, it just didn't look the cleanest, but you're going to see it come together super nice. From here I'm going to add a scarf around and blow dry it just to set it in, and it's going to come out so good. Now that we have our wig installed and our baby hair complete, it is time to style our wig. As I mentioned, they give you 3 inches of parting space, which you guys know I love a good 6 inches, 5 inches, 4 inches. So this was definitely a little bit shorter for me. Originally, I was just kind of going to do like a swoop over, so I went ahead and straightened the length of the hair. I really didn't add any product to the length of the hair. It really didn't need it, but of course, you're supposed to use a heat protectant. So if you do have one on hand, be sure to protect your hair, the longevity and the health of your hair by adding a heat protectant. I did want to show you guys what it looks like with a center part. Again, I wanted a little bit more parting space, so I just opted to do a different style. Right now, at this point, I decided I was going to do like 2 little goddess braids. So I just did like a little boho chic look with 2 braids, and you'll see that in just a moment. And these are super simple to do. Like if you want to do it where you kind of like French braid it down, you can do that. But if you don't know how to French braid or you just don't feel like it, you can just do like single braids, individual braids, and then like pin it to the back. I think this looks really cute, and it definitely will look cute with the style and the dress I had on this day. But I kind of just wanted a half up, half down situation. So I kind of finessed it where I did my parting, and then I did like a loose ponytail up top, and then I used my eyeshadow of choice to go in and pretty much extend the parting just a tad bit. And then I also went ahead and added powder to the front of the hairline, and now I'm just taking a really tiny piece of hair and just wrapping it around the base of the ponytail. That way you don't see that little scrunchie I have there, so that it just looks a little bit more done and finished, even though it's like a looser look. Okay, so this is the final look, and I actually like the way it came out. I went for a messy half up, half down, and my only thing about this wig is that you don't get a whole lot of parting. And if you know me, you know that I love a good 6-inch parting with my wigs. So that did kind of that did mess up my plans to do like a center part with some like big body curls. Nonetheless, you guys know I can always finesse and pull it off, so I really still wanted to show off the parting, but I didn't want to just do like flat because I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it for today. So the half up, half down kind of worked and helped me to finesse. I like the fact that it's kind of like messy, it's not perfect. At first I was going to do the 2 goddess braids to kind of bring them around, but I just kind of felt like, I don't know, it just wasn't given today. So I like what I was able to achieve. Now I did have intentions to curl this hair with the center part, but because it didn't work out, I kind of feel like this looks better with the straight hair. Also, I did kind of go in the inside and tint the lace with the Fenty foundation, and I found that that one is a little bit the foundation consistency is a little bit more, I'm not gonna say watery, it's not watery, but it's a thinner consistency than like when I used the Maybelline. So what happened was it kind of seeped through and the brush absorbed it a lot before I was able to buff it in, but it kind of worked out because I was able to add powder in the parting at the end. Also, the other highlight of the show was that I tried the Bold Hold Liquid Gold for the first time. This gives me a glueless install application, or whatever you want to call it. Some people get confused when we say glueless here on YouTube. Glueless doesn't always mean no adhesive. Usually it means a non-glue adhesive. Sometimes you can do a glueless wig and it's literally just bonded with an elastic band, and then sometimes you'll do it and you'll still bond it down, but you'll bond it down with something that is a little bit different. Now what I understand about this one, which is different than say this one here, is These from the Got2b Glue brand, to my understanding, are alcohol based, whereas this one is water based. What that means is water based is more likely to lift, which gives you a less likely chance of damaging your hairline. Nonetheless, I do feel like it installed just as good, if not better. So you guys will be seeing that product on my channel a lot more often. I like the way it installed when I purchased it, because this wasn't sponsored. I actually purchased that myself. I didn't realize it was coming like where I was gonna have to like pour it out and like apply it. I don't know really what I expected, but because of the shape of the applicator, I thought I was gonna be able to applicate. I don't know, but when I received it, it was broke off a little bit, and then I don't know how, but it's broke. So luckily I was able to pour it in the back of my hand, and that worked out. Now, as far as the goodies go, they did give me some lashes. I love when they give a good packaging for the lashes, because usually that means it's going to be some good lashes that I'm actually going to want to put in my lash drawer. They also gave me these. You guys know I love having these because I actually go through these. Like, most people don't use their bobby pins that often, but I go through bobby pins. A set of wig caps, which, you know, you can always use. Then of course they gave me a comb, a shower comb. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures for the gram. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love the way this one came out. I'm gonna love this one like in a loose ponytail tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think. I'm Ashley Bedeck, if you didn't already know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!